For months, I've been trying to recover from rotator cuff tears and other injuries in my right shoulder. I stopped pretty much all of my workout activities. The last time I did a handstand was about 4 months ago. But things have been going pretty well, and I think I'm ready to start doing them again. I'm not entirely sure if I can still do a handstand, so I thought it might be entertaining to film my very first attempt post-rehab. I'm Rob Peterson, thanks for tuning in. Okay, I said post-rehab, but that's not quite accurate. It's more like mid-rehab. My shoulder is much better, but definitely not fully recovered. For 3 months, almost the only exercises that I did were physical therapy exercises, mostly using training bands. The only other upper body exercises I did during that time were static holds like the plank. Then about a month ago, I started adding in push-ups and bodyweight rows. And a couple weeks ago, I started adding chin-ups, dips, and some other basic exercises. I'm not out of the woods with my shoulder. It's still unstable if I push it too far in this direction. It feels like it pops out of the socket a little bit. And I still have pain with internal rotation like this, but it's much better, and the main thing is that sleeping isn't a big problem anymore. I still get pain sometimes when I sleep on my right shoulder, but it usually doesn't lead to pain for days like it used to. And as I've incorporated basic bodyweight exercises, it hasn't seemed to make things any worse. So I've decided it's time to try a handstand. I honestly don't know what to expect. Since I first learned a handstand, I don't think I've ever gone such a long time without doing one. I'm going to see how long I can hold it and see if I think it's safe to put them back into my workouts. Okay, here we go. I decided to do the first one up on my little wall there so that if things didn't go so well, at least it might be an entertaining video. Yikes, shaky. Still works, sort of. I finally got a decent one on the third try. That was kind of a relief. At least I haven't lost the basic ability. It looks like I'm underbalancing a little bit. I think that's because I was trying hard not to have to bail. It's probably also because my shoulders aren't as flexible as they used to be, so I'm not getting all the way into the correct position. I'll have to figure out a way to work on my flexibility without risking more damage to my shoulder. I did better on my second and third attempts. I got around 35 seconds on both of them. And it's now been about a week since that first handstand, and I've done them a couple more times. They don't seem to be hurting my shoulder any more than the rest of my workout, so I'm officially going to start training them again. Incidentally, before I stopped training last fall, I was trying to increase my handstand duration. I was trying to get to 2 minutes, and my current record, which I set last summer, was 84 seconds. So I'm not going to go crazy with it, but assuming it doesn't hurt, I will start to push the duration training again. I think that'll help my long-term goals a lot, and hopefully it'll be a safe thing I can train while my shoulder heals. And side note, I will not be training handstands on rings. Those are extremely unstable, and your arms have to move back and forth quickly to maintain the balance. That's the kind of thing that seems very risky for my shoulder, so I'm not going to work on those until my shoulder is much better. And although it's kind of boring to just work on long handstands, first of all, that's what I get for doing things wrong and messing my shoulder up. And second, I think it'll be useful for me in the long run. Some of my long-term goals, like the one-arm handstand, will definitely benefit from having a much more solid handstand. Anyway, I'm very encouraged by all of this. It's one thing to know theoretically that your body can heal and that someday you won't be in pain anymore, but it's another thing to actually start feeling better. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I've been able to work out hard for the last couple of weeks. I added in the handstands about a week ago now, and I think my pain levels are still improving. It's really good to know that my body can still heal from something like this at my age. Hopefully soon I'll be able to go back to acting like a teenager. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more content like this. Good luck with your training, and I'll see you in the next video.